Hi, you guys. I'm back. This is Save Time with Tori. I think it's Sunday night. I keep getting my days mixed up for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, it's Sunday, and I'm not in the parking lot today. I didn't feel like driving up there. I'm in front of my house today, so I thought I'd drop a video for you guys. The topic I got today was inspired while I was in the car with my sister, and we were having a conversation, and polygamy came up, and I just started thinking, I'm like, that's a topic that's kind of hot right now, and I know a lot of people are curious about it because most American people don't really do that for real, for real. So I just thought I'd turn it into a video. So today's topic is going to be called, well, I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be hovering around polygamy. Basically, to me it's just a open relationship. Like, let's just call it how I see it. Like, it's just a man that got a buffet of motherfucking options and any mini mighty mo catch a tiger by the toes variety pack of bitches, pretty much. And to me, it's just a legal way of cheating. It's kind of like, well, these are the rules, so I'm not cheating, right? Wrong. Well, I mean, do what the fuck you want to do, but I mean, I guess in that particular culture or that belief system or whoever dug this shit out their ass. But the point is that I mean, I know they didn't do that, but I mean, I know there are cultures out here that I guess they okay with it or whatever, but I don't motherfucking know. But to me, it's just a legal way of cheating. It's just like, by the book, you can't talk shit. By the book, you can't get mad and leave me, and you can't, be feeling some type of way because, it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure most men are like loving this shit. I'm pretty sure at some point when this video goes viral, there's gonna be some men down in the comments bringing up religion and how they did this back in the whatever and how they been doing this for centuries and how blah 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 blah. I don't give a damn. I'm highly aware that there are cultures out here that are cool with this shit, but as for me, it's a no, dog, big homie. But anyway, to me, it's like women don't really get the loyalty part of the situation. It's like you're obligated to be with this man no matter how many women he brings home, no matter what the fuck he got going on out in the streets or whatever else. Like, you're still required to be with this man and this man only. How about some fuck the sister wives, the I almost said the what about the men and the woman is the HBIC? How about that? I bet you don't anybody trying to hear that, right? Ain't nobody trying to be slapping balls with another man, right? But women can, I guess it's okay for us. Double standard, I don't know. But anyway, the women don't get the loyalty. We still gotta be with the same man that 10 other bitches are sharing. Like, I don't know. As you can tell, you guys could probably figure out that I ain't with the shits, but to each his own. But you know, I guess, what I'm saying, they get financial stability, because the man, he when you well, let me just put it like this. You're supposed to be able to provide for however many, women that you got, so like if you got 10 women, you better have 10 motherfucking paychecks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no broke man sport. Like, if you ain't got no money, like, you have no, like, business opening your mouth talking about having a damn sister. Why you can't barely feed yourself. One second. I think my daughter left this door open back here because this light is on. I gotta go shut it. So I might disappear for like 2 seconds. I'm back, y'all. Let me get set up again. I knocked down my little table thing I got. I put this under my thing. I eat on it too. It's like a platter, like when you're eating on the go. That's what I bought it for. But I had my book propped up here, but it fell off when I got up. But anyway, my handy dandy notebook where I write all my ideas and such. But anyway, what was I saying? I forgot. Well, since this ain't live, I'm gonna have to figure it out. 1 second. Shit getting real over here. But anyway, the point is that I guess the women get her bills paid and things like that because the man, when he gets all these wives, he's supposed to be able to, take care of all these households comfortably. And then, not to mention, like, if these women start having children and things like that, they're definitely gonna have to, bring their A game. So, like I said, this is not a broke man sport. So I don't hear no motherfuckers working at McDonald's talking about a damn like boy bye. Anyway, I guess you trade in like fidelity for stability, because if you want this man to provide and do the things that he's supposed to do, I'm assuming that you got to trade in it being a one-on-one situation. But I mean, you do get a free babysitter, because the other, women in the group, they watch each other's kids, and they basically treat it like one big ass family type shit. So you'll have help with your children, but on the flip side, you still got to deal with, what I'm saying, all these other bitches' kids too. So like, it kind of works and it kind of not. Like, I don't really know. But ain't nothing can convince me to be in no type of, I don't care what the benefits are. Nigga paying bills. I got some help with this, that, and the third. I got a secure home, and woo, I ain't doing it. No, your camera didn't freeze. I ain't doing it. But anyway, I guess for those who just done said fuck relationships and everything else, I guess if that's the type of time you own and you just want to live life comfortably, I mean, at least you know who he's sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bitch is already in the house. You know what they look like. You don't have to go looking for them on social media. You don't have to pull up and hit that bitch with a bottle. You don't have to, like, there's no guesswork. We know it's you and me. And then, everybody. But you know what? That's a whole nother video. But anyway, where your competition is, because they in the house. Well, you know what? Like, they could be, just think about it. Okay, so he already got this smorgasbord of put cookies. Now, what makes you think at any point in time in life that he might decide to, you know what I'm saying, um, go get some more that the group doesn't know about? So I mean, you thinking it might be just you and the crew and woo woo, but he might be at work or out in the streets. He might have a side chick. Because all of y'all are chicky chicks too, but he might have some other motherfuckers in the background. And so, is that considered cheating too, or like, I don't motherfucking know. It's too much going on for me. But anyway, I mean, at least you have a general idea of who all he's with, because that the women in your house might not be, what I'm saying, might not be the be the only ones you need to be worrying about. But this is one of them things. Like, it ain't for everybody, and obviously it's not for me because I mean, no, I'm not. No. But no, it's basically for men who want to be a hoe out loud. Yeah, I said it. It's for men who want to be a hoe out loud. They don't want to get caught out on their bullshit. They don't want to have to sneak around or do nothing clever to, cover up their foot tracks. They just want to do it out loud and proud. Yeah, it's me, woo woo woo. And they want the bragging rights of having, all these different, like I said, variety pack of women. Like, it's just a way for men to get what they want, and don't have to, be shame about it or hide it or do anything. They can just live their life. They can just walk down the street, one on this arm, one on that arm, and one riding on their back. God damn it, I don't know. But the point is, but in every relationship like that, there's a leader. Typically it's the the female that he sees first, the one he meets first, and then I guess after they've been together, whatever, he has a talk with her about bringing in somebody else, and then woo woo woo. But typically the first one is the leader, so she's making all the decisions for the rest of the girls. Whatever she say goes. But if you fuck around and get on her bad side, or you ain't gotta do nothing wrong. She just be jealous of you or don't like you for whatever reason. Maybe y'all, I don't know, but if it for any reason she decides that, what I'm saying, she don't like you no more or don't like you ever, what I'm saying, she can make your life a living hell. She could throw all the chores on you. She can throw all the kids on you, and while they go frolic in the damn grass somewhere, and she laid up with the man while you scrubbing floors like Cinderella, like, but she's the leader, so she's calling the shots. So you pretty much got to do whatever she tells you to do, which is kind of too much going on for me because, like, I don't know how I feel taking orders unless I'm the one. But I ain't even trying to be the one or the two. Like, I ain't held to the now. But anyway, if the leader don't like you, she can start like doing all types of fuck shit, like just got you out here looking dusty and crusty. And so, she's doing nothing. She's just sitting up, taking bubble baths, drinking her champagne. And, she's living the soft life. And meanwhile, she got you out here looking bad and, and busted. So the man don't really want to, fuck with you for real, for real. I mean, you made it into the club, granted, but, she can do like little slick shit to make him unattracted to you. She can start telling lies on you, and you don't, I mean, most of the time, typically, this culture, they don't, that practices this, they don't really act like that. They should have some common sense and decency and some type of morals, but, at the end of the day, underneath it all, we're still females. Like, I don't care what religion you practice, there's going to be some type of jealousy in there. And if this man is spending too much time with her, or if he's showing her a different type of, affection, if he's buying her a little bit more stuff than the rest, and, at some point, it's going to be turned into some type of secret ass competition. And it might not be said out loud, but, they might be competing about, like how I can get him to spend more time with me or spend more money on me or give me more babies than her, And what they don't understand is once they start popping out all these kids, and, like this is like eating up the money in the household. This man can only get so many jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's a rich prince, or like, I don't know, like what you call, people who a lot of money. But if he got a lot of money, I mean, maybe he don't have to go get another job, but you might be okay now. But like, you got three sister, wives and shit up in here. Like, if all of them start having like 2, 3 babies each, like that sounds like a bill to me. Like, I don't know, like the little money you thought you had might start, going up in smoke. And then, the girls who don't like you, might not be taking care of your kids for real, or like, I don't know. It just sounds like too much going on. Like, I know everybody in this house ain't gonna be like peaceful and, doing the right thing like Spike Lee. It's gonna be that one motherfucker, or maybe more than one, that's gonna, be doing some slick slide, underhanded nonsense. And so I don't know. I don't trust these hoes. These hoes ain't loyal. So like, and then you gotta, y'all all sleeping with this man, and her vaginal juices sliding down his thing, and then he gotta turn around and poke that shit up in you. Man, ain't nobody about that life. That sound like some STDs. I mean, technically you're not supposed to have an STD. You're supposed to be just sleeping with each other. But like I said before early in the video, you don't know if this man is doing some shit that's outside of his home. He might get tired of this pussy and decide to go sleep with, some people out in the community as well. But the sister wives, they don't know. And so like, I don't fucking know. Like, I ain't trying to get nobody's yeast infection. I don't want nobody's nothing. Whatever they got going on inside their body, keep it. But at the end of the day, women, they don't play fair. Like, once they find out or figure out, what this man's preference really is, and who his, heart is really belongs to and tied to. And if it ain't them, like, it's just gonna be World War III. It's just gonna be a quiet, sneaky type of, you know, she ain't gonna be loud with it because obviously somebody's gonna call her out and the man is gonna get mad at her and things like that. But she's gonna do some shit that's gonna affect her beauty, the way she looks to him, because obviously he picked her because he's attracted to her and she was down with the get down. But he's gonna do, she's gonna do something to, make her beauty fade, or somehow her children are going to be affected if she ever has any, or she might do something to fuck that up to, cause her not to have a baby so she can be the only one with the baby or whatever. I don't know. See, shit get real when it get real, but she gonna go after your look. She gonna go after, what I'm saying, your energy level, how you too tired to like do anything, and so it's gonna make you look like the lazy one in the group. And then I guess when you trying to have sex with this man, you ain't gonna have enough energy to do shit but lay on your back. I don't know. These are scenarios that I'm coming up with in my head. But I mean, this is real life shit. I mean, if this can happen to people out in the streets, I'm pretty sure, this goes for like, you know, these type of relationships as well. So, like, the fact that American women just can't get along, this might work better for, other, cultures and things. But I know American women, they is not, they ain't. The one that's on the losing side, that them gonna be the ones that's gonna be doing the get back. So like, you just gotta keep your head on a swivel. And why would you have to do that if this supposed to be your sister? You know what I'm saying? If this is, your helpmate and whatnot, like, why are you secretly, competing? And like, I don't know. It's just too much going on for me. But the point is, that's my video for today. This polygamy shit is just a way for men to have their cake and eat it too. Have the cake, the ice cream, the sprinkles, the damn donuts on the side, and the goddamn hot dog at the damn birthday party. But anyway, that's all I got. I ain't with it. I ain't never gonna be with it. I ain't with it. This is Save Time with Tori, and I do what? I save you time from the bullshit. Okay, bye.